President Biden announces IDs for immigrants. I'm your host, John Veely, immigration attorney and CEO of OnlineVisas, the intelligent immigration platform. If you'd like to learn more about what we talk about in this video, please go to OnlineVisas.com. The Biden administration has proposed national ID cards for undocumented immigrants. This would provide a way for them to prove their identity and status in the United States. It would also make it easier for them to access government services and benefits. The ID cards would be issued by the Department of Homeland Security. The National ID program, also known as the ICE Secure Docket Card program, was developed for undocumented migrants who are located near the U.S. Mexico border. In the short term, this national ID is great news for immigration relationships between the United States and Mexico. In the long term, this may help non-U.S. citizens who have or will be migrating to the U.S. a way to identify themselves without having to obtain legal status. The national ID will also allow undocumented immigrants to access government necessities like housing, healthcare, transportation, and state benefit programs. This temporary identification will also help undocumented immigrants with immigration cases and court proceedings. The initial rollout. The first wave of issued national ID cards will be around 10 million in total by the end of 2023. The first year of national IDs issued will have a primary focus on gathering info about immigrants and making the gathered info more readily available for immigration officials. This info gathered will be a QR code or a new ID with a photo of the undocumented immigrant. The QR code will take the immigration official to a website that contains all the information about the immigrant who is going through the immigration process or an immigrant that has already gone through the immigration process in the past. Administrative and government agencies. The Biden administration is going after congressional approval before the November primary elections. Congress will vote on the issue to decide whether or not to extend the ICE Secure Docket Card program to other immigration categories outside the U.S. Mexican border. These findings will be important for government officials to determine what is the status of a current immigrant that they are currently trying to detain or question. For instance, TSA has already mentioned how this can be beneficial for use of immigrants that are traveling through airports. Concerns. Overall, we still don't know how this information exactly will end up on these cards and how this modernization will speed up any processes for immigration officials. But certain promised features with the ID will allow for court hearings and other immigration proceedings to be notified via a web app, making it easy for immigrants not to miss anything. How government agencies will use these IDs to track immigrants is still unclear and a little bit scary for immigrants. If you want to discuss your situation, go to OnlineVisas.com and set up a strategy session. If you want to stay up to speed on the ever-changing world of immigration by subscribing to OnlineVisas, like, share, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm John Veely, CEO of OnlineVisas, the intelligent immigration platform where we deliver dreams.